And what's going on, fellow humans and resellers? This is James. 22 years selling full-time on eBay. And we are Monday morning. Another week in the lives of us resellers. All right. So, the patterns I get are usually based on, my theories are based on heavily facts. Facts being something that is repeated over and over again when something happens, basically. Like Thursday nights, we know they shut down or do maintenance on the website. So, of course, I got the same reaction Friday morning, which seemed like an indexing issue. Like everything had to be indexed all over again. So there's a scratch on my glasses now. I got to get some new glasses. These things fall apart anyway. They keep falling off. So Thursday night. So like Friday, it was very low through most of the day. So I turned off my promotions again, about 2 or 3, because I had barely any money up at that point, and turn them back on. Did I go 1% lower then, or was I already back down? Oh no, I went back down at 4 and 6 now, instead of 5 and 7. So I think I went back down to 4 and 6 Friday. So Friday only ended up at $395. Then the next day, indexed a little higher, $414. And then Sunday, $620. So that whole indexing feel when they have a maintenance or a site, shutting down for maintenance or fixing or whatever the hell they do. Another example on why certain nights I think that they shut down to do maintenance and what have you. But the offers still, how can something that's been messed up for 2 months, something like offers, not be fixed? I really don't understand that with a $1 billion company. Yesterday, trying to accept offers, it errors out, please try again, errors out, please try again. And I'm going 12, 15 hours with no offers. How is something like that not working? It really baffles me on how, I don't know, what would be the correct term on a $1 billion company who can't fix one actionable, whatever you call it, on their damn website. Insubordinate? I mean, what would you call that? How can that not be rectified? I just wanted to say that word. Rectified. Made me sound kind of intelligent. Rectified, because it had 3 syllables. Rectified. But I'm used to 1-syllable words. But yeah, so anyway, so at least yesterday was good. We were at 8:45 a.m. I'm only at $36 this morning. Of course, another night, 11:45 to 6:45. At 6:45, 1, 2 came through real quick, and then nothing again till 8:11. So another big block. So we'll see if that is going to have to re-index all over again, or if it was just a basic maintenance thing. Almost seems like when they have to re-index, they do something major, right? So we'll see if it's going to be a re-indexing again today, or if things will come back quicker. So Friday, number of items sold, 22 items sold, 10 organic, 12 promoted. Saturday, 25 items sold, 10 organic, 15 promoted. Yesterday, 35 items, 24 organic, 11 promoted. So yesterday I did get some bites on my new media pricing. Buy 2 or more, get 30% off, plus you get the free shipping. So as you know, on Friday, I believe I got a couple bites. Yesterday, I think I got 3, and I got 1 here ready to go out, waiting to go out. So I would say it's kind of been a success this first weekend. So we'll see how the week plays out. But 35 items, so that's a little bit higher than most of the days. So when it comes to number of items, so. Let me see this month. So we're almost to the end of the month. So we are at $13,700 for the month thus far. Selling cost 39.8%. Net sales 7,400, up 9%. So that's good. Average price per item still $18.16. So not bad, not bad. See, I don't really have anything to talk about today, so let's see if there's anything here. I haven't listed nothing in a couple of days, so I don't know what I've got the feed off of here on YouTube for you guys. Talking about the puppy and the birthday cake and the birthday. Thanks everybody for all the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. Okay, Pee-wee stuff. So yeah, we gotta get more information from the vet on Pee-wee because of seizures. Apparently there's nothing supposedly wrong with his blood work, so it can just happen. And as long as you give the medicine every day, they're usually seizure free when there's no underlying issue or anything. So we'll see. So we got to get the vets talking, make sure we're, just make sure we get all the truth before we dive in. Oh wait, we got a K1. K1. Been doing pretty good keeping the K1s away. Why do you need another mutt? Oh, gross. Those hats above your head hanging have a thick layer of dust on them. Why don't you sell those sneakers? They go down in value. If you think you're going to get $70 for 10-year-old sneakers, what the hell are you talking about? Time to move inventory, stop hoarding. This person's like clearly on drugs or something because they're all over the place. Good Lord. They can't have let me just go ahead and hide that person. Because when you talk about a dog like that, you're not my friend. Alrighty. Wait, Cocopellis are called Joe? Is that a joke? I'm so confused. So thanks for letting me know what that thing is called on that clock. And why I called him Joe is because I guess with the national parks, they name him Joe and sell him on t-shirts. That's where I recognized him from, was like Grand Canyon t-shirts and Arizona t-shirts, and they call him Joe on those. That's where I got that from. That clock looks like something out of Beetlejuice. Yeah, if you don't like dogs, you're not my friend. That says a lot about you if you don't like a dog. Says more about you than you know. All right, let's just get into shipping this stuff. Get this done. So I can sit in the bath and the hot water for a little bit. Trying to get this stuff out of my head today. Purchase shipping labels. See if we've got any international. Japan. Canada. UK. Remove. All right. First up, we got this hat that sold on Posh, Adidas tie-dye bucket hat. Sold for $12. Let's see, what did I do this week? Well, of course, Jan wanted to go to the bins Saturday. And since I had literally no sales, I'm like, well, eBay's giving me the day off. I'm going out and doing something too. So I went to the bins. Awesome. Screw it. Let's go. First up, Power Classics CD. Sold for $7, staying in the area, St. Louis. I just got a mess right here, man. Let me try to get got a poster I gotta get sent out today. Move that. For Dorothy. Oh, next up we've got Beep, Beep, Beep. I got these over at the St. Vincent Bins. Beep. And then a generic. So these 5 guys sold for $18, headed to Vermont. Vermont. Squish'ems. Linda. Next up, I put Unknown P logo on this hat. Sold for $9.50, headed to Tampa, Florida. Got a bunch more toys for my little toy box. Selling through rate thing, you bobber. I sold 2 more this weekend. I got right here. I think I'm up to about 20 of those sold so far at $10 and $15 a piece. So not bad. I made over $200 then so far on that stuff, on those toys. So not bad at all. I am trying to think of other things to do that with also. And the next thing I might try is Christmas ornaments, because I got a feeling the Christmas collector market may pay more. So I'm thinking try to do like 10 ornaments in a box, random ornaments for $15. I might try that. Got to see if Jan's got enough to start it or not, if we need to pick some up. Got this Disney throw, 42 by 62. It's a classic Winnie the Pooh. You know what Winnie the Pooh looks like, but it's got the classic color on it. The kind of vintage look, feel. I don't want to open the whole thing up. It's actually called Classic Pooh. I always pick these things up at the bins. Sold for $54. Headed to Utah. People always pass these things up at the bins. Anytime there's a sports one, or especially Disney, I'm grabbing it. So when I'm writing down ideas for like a weekly live show thing, and of course I want to tackle more than just resale stuff, and I've been kind of scouring around looking to see what other people are doing, and haven't really found nobody doing kind of what, well, I can't really say that. I'm just trying to do something a little different. Jesse. But, there's always there's a perception out there, right? Not necessarily the fake it till you make it, but kind of a, you project what you want and it will come true type of thing. Kind of like if you deem yourself the king of all media, right? Like Howard Stern did. But I was thinking, I got to see if anybody else is using the name first. Like James Breaks the Internet as the name of the live show. Just because somebody made a comment one time in one of the live that if I did lives, I forget their exact words, would break the internet or be crazy or I don't know, I can't remember the exact words, but for some reason they may have said would break the internet, and maybe that's why it stuck in my head as such. Whatever the comment was, it made me think breaks the internet, so it could have been what they said. Rockin' Easy cassette tape. Sold for $7.50, headed to New Jersey. So it'd be like projecting something that's not true to see if it can become true type of thing, right? I got still piecing together what exactly I want to do. It's still all over the place. Morgan. Especially if I'm doing it by myself, you know. It's got to be interesting enough that it doesn't get old with just my voice talking the whole time and stuff like that. A random box of toys. I'll let you look in this one before I seal it up. I found some McDonald's things in boxes, and I did a check on a couple of them, and they were selling for about 10, 11 bucks. So both of these went for 10. I think one has the one in it. This one's got another McDonald's in it. And I got some cars and figures. I don't know what this little figure came with, but it's like a little bitty figure. So, my hope is that people will say, oh, this was a good deal, I'm going back for more. 8x6x4. You know, if they're a reseller, if they get one item in there, that makes their money back. But if they're a toy collector, they feel like they didn't get cheated out of their money, or just like toys or whatever. So, Daniel. So that one was $10. Harpoon hat sold for $9. Headed to San Antonio, Texas. Yesterday was picture taking day, so I took a bunch more pictures. Start detailing the drafts today. Get some stuff listed. Richard. Next up, we've got another one of those Cake Toppers Piglet 5s. 5-year-old. So for $5, headed to Delaware. Historic Newcastle, Delaware, to be more exact. Actually sold a hat on Macari also. That's already been shipped. Seven, 8 by 6 by 4. Next up, Hank Williams' Greatest Hits cassette. So for $5, headed to Stanford, Illinois. Paul. Next random box of toys, sold for $10. See, get in there, take a look. It's a little bomb from Mario. Disco Fever cassette, $11.60. Hayden. Next up is a vinyl lot. Are you ready for a vinyl lot? We got Sam K vinyl lot. So we got music for dancing, beautiful waltzes, dance till tomorrow, and the best of Sammy K. So headed to Springfield, New Jersey. Let me clear my throat. Go take a look at this. Make sure I'm doing okay on the money front on these. To see if it's something to keep long term or not. Because like these probably wouldn't have sold without that. You know, they're lower dollar, but they're overpriced in my store. So let's see. So we're going to 3-1. 12 by 12 by 1. And we're going medium mail, so that's 635. Michael. So let's see here. See what we're doing. So if they're over $2 a piece, I'll be happy with that, because it's just junk. So 16.28 minus, what was it, 635 or something like that, divided by 4, 250, 248 a piece. I don't mind that, especially if you're buying 4. So $10 in my pocket. Works for me. And then we've got the, you may remember these kind of posters from schools back in the day. So the Lotus. This one's from 2002 though. At least the poster print is. Sold for $10, headed to Texas. I've been, after making that video on the history of the business, it's just been making me think how freaking lucky I've been to have been able to do this for so long and enjoy the hell out of it. And excited to get into storage and see what all I've got left in there. 32 by 2. I know I'm probably doing something wrong here, ain't I? $13. Maybe it's because this is the length. Oh wow. Jared. Okay. Okay. Now we're so far into this video that there's probably no trolls here. I want to thank you guys for backing me up on that K1 situation. There was a couple who was consistently always on and on and on, spewing their unhappiness with themselves all over my comments. And there was about 2 or 3 or 4 actually. But a couple of them kept asking, what's K1? Certain people know. And because, trolls, they don't really watch the content. So it made them feel like it's an inside joke. And one even tried to play that off. They're like, now, if you think this inside joke's funny, it's not. That was his last comment. So it seems to have worked to kind of, I guess, maybe frustrate the trolls when you're not bothered by their comments. And if they can't get to somebody, they're fun, if they can't try to make somebody as miserable as they are, their fun's not fun anymore. So, as I talked about before, I love the whole aspect of the human brain and how easy it can be manipulated and such. And you've heard me talk about things in the past that I would play, the mental games with the people who bullied me growing up. So that's why I pretty much created the K1 to kind of do because I knew once you get into their head, a troll or a hater's head, that it's no fun for them anymore. Because you basically reverse the troll on them. And then they vanish. So if you're a creator out there and you have trolls, and you get them talking on your comments, just type K1 underneath their thing and don't tell them what it's about. Just leave it a hush. Give it a try. See if it works for you. That'll determine whether it was a coincidence or something that works. So there you go. So give it a shot. Just K1. Do a capital K. It's more forceful than a lowercase k. More of a dominant feature, if you will. So capital K1 right next to it. No space. Just one little compact. And then let me know. Get back with me if you do it after a week of doing it. And let me know if you've seen a slowdown in the troll department or not. All right, International. But curious to see if it works for you. All right, Album Network, Unsigned Bands CD, sealed, headed to Japan, sold for $16.19. And now that warm weather's been popping up here too, man, it's, for me, that's like really motivating. Like open my window up, get the fresh air coming in. And I can start getting exercising soon. Well, I got the cold weather will probably come back for one more little stint before spring gets here, but that's the way it usually happens. I remember, like in my 20s, like my birthday, February 23rd. I like it. Remember in my 20s, it used to always be this kind of weather on my birthday. And then there was that, and then for the last 20 years, it's been hit and miss. People act like it's climate change or something, but it was doing it 30 years ago, so no. That's the way I kind of look at it. Dirty Looks, Chewing on the Bit cassette. Headed up to Canada. Sold for $9. It's kind of weird how all the things that have been created since we were kids that people have financially benefited from, like crazy beneficial, like climate change for one, and then like racism. There's no way racism's worse today than it was in the 80s, but yet the money that's being made off of it today is just stupid crazy. But it makes me sit there and go, okay, what can I make money off of? Like doing something like that would make me feel slimy, right? Tricking people, or not necessarily maybe tricking people, but what's the word I'm looking for? Where you make something bigger than it is to make money off of it. And that's your whole sole purpose. Exploiting something that's negative to make money off of it is just, that's slimy in my book. Something I personally couldn't do. But makes you wonder, what can I do to, like, how can I benefit from like the YouTube world? and turn something that was nothing into something bigger, but do it in a positive light. But as we know, positive stuff doesn't make as much money as negative stuff. Like, what can I call this video today? Like, I have nothing. My mind's blank because I just been chilling all weekend, working, and just enjoying my surroundings. So I have no clue on what to, any thoughts on even a title for this video today. Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation hat, headed to the UK. Sold for $9.20. So what have I kind of talked about? Maybe I can play off the did I say anything kind of negative that I can make a comment that could be taken either way? See, I don't like necessarily the negative comments to create clickbaitish stuff. I like the ones that, depending on your mindset, if you're a negative person, you're going to take it a negative way. If you're a positive person, you're going to take it a positive way. I love using those type of titles, because then you get the best of both worlds. You get the people who are angry or negative clicking in it because they think they get to feed their anger. And then you get the positive people who don't want to hear the negative. And then you get a video of just me talking out my ass for 40 minutes. Because I have no real topic to talk about. Hi, James. How are you today? Talking out my ass. Talking about what everybody's talking about. I want to talk about. I gotta talk about. Talking about what everybody's talking about. I want to talk about. I gotta talk about talking. What? I haven't even looked to see if that's even on Spotify or anything. Dweezil and Moon Zappa. Talking about what everybody's talking about. Alrighty. He put 2 items here that he thinks need to be resurfaced. Let's see if they do. That one will play without being resurfaced. So let me see if this one needs it. Because I need 2 to run it. And that will play also. Easy cheesy. End of day. So 9 international sales this weekend. A little light. A little light. Next up, we've got scan form. If you guys have any ideas on, like, if I do a live, an hour live, any kind of topic ideas or thoughts, what it's basically going to be is a live where we can scour the internet at the same time and go different places. We can go on an adventure together, an internet adventure. Ooh. James's internet adventure. But anyway, like I'm just trying to find like major topics and then subtopics, like so reselling. Okay, but then what in reselling? And then it could change, you know, every week in the reselling topic. Topic of music. And then that could change every week. You know, the topic of blah, blah. And I'm thinking maybe like 4 different topics. Then each topic can be about 15 minutes. But if one goes over, then we only have 3 topics. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to piece something together. So there's a little bit of a structure. Like I'm not good with structures, or at least I'm not common with structures. But the one video I did that had a little bit of structure was my best reselling video, where I was showing people how to list 200 items in a day. I actually put thought in, a little bit of thought in, not much, a little bit of thought into that. The thought I put into it was the topic thought, and then everything else I just kind of did as I went. So if I can figure out something where I throw a little bit of thought in it, at least on the topic subjects, and then make it something that's entertaining, educational, and make you want to see what I'm going to come up with the next week. You know, ooh, what's he going to cover next week under topic X, topic Z, topic Y. So that's where I'm trying to play with. So if you have any ideas or thoughts, please put them below. I will jot them down in my notebook. Baby girl's ready to go. You ready to go? Gonna help me get this stuff listed on a Monday morning. Baby girl. Ooh, stretch them. Stretch them. Get that sleep out of the eyeball. There we go. All right. That is all for me thus far. We'll probably be back later with a pulling video. Hopefully there's enough sales for a pulling video later. And I will see you all in the next video later.